William says, thank you for putting this content on YouTube. Refreshing to see someone focused on helping people and not just trying to get views. I've been watching your videos for RMF and they have helped. Yep, I made a website years ago where I was talking about stuff that I wish people would. That's the reason why I did ConvoCourses, because people weren't talking about security compliance at the time. This was many years ago. I was like, man, I had all these questions. I'm like, damn, like, why can't I find an interpretation on this particular control? You know, you go to Google and type it. It's one thing to read the documentation, right? Like, you can read the documentation. Sometimes you want somebody else's perspective on it. What did you do for this control? I want to see what you did, so that, like, you give me a sample, that's a better way for me to understand it. And that's what my course is based off of. I'll tell you, like, I'll read it to you, right? And then I'll paraphrase it in layman's terms, and then I'll tell you an example of how I was able to use this control, how it was used in the private sector or the public sector. When I was working with DoD, how did they use it? When I was working in the private sector, how did they use it? I didn't see this being talked about. I started putting it out there. I just saw a need, and so I started doing it. There are people who talk about it, but their course is like $4,000, right? And I'm like, okay, I get they're trying to get that corporate money. I get that they're trying to get that bag. I know they're trying to get the contracts. That's great, but I know that there's different price points. There's people, individuals out there like myself, they don't have contract money. They just want to get the information. I want to do it at different price points so that I can get the contracting money. Like, if it's on one-on-one, like me and you talking, I can tell you exactly what I did, and that give you a perspective on your job, right? I mean, maybe you can go back and tell somebody, hey, this guy Bruce, he talks about risk management framework all the time. You go check him out. That's the reason why I started talking about it.